What's up, world? I'm Aisha Thalia, and I am here at the Urban League of Greater Miami at the press conference for the AIDS Games. And it is a super exciting time for all of us because what we've been able to do is get the community together to get them aware of this event that's going to be taking place with fashion shows and poetry, and everything is just to spread awareness because HIV and AIDS sees no color, it sees no gender, it sees no beauty. It could be anyone. It could be you. So know your status today on National AIDS HIV Testing Day, and make sure you get tested, make sure your friends get tested, and spread the word.
You're going to be able to say, you know what? When I was younger, I still fought this virus. I educated people about this virus. I made sure people got tested. I was there answering questions. I wasn't too cool to change something. I was there.
I'm Aisha Thalia, and I am here with Egypt Robinson X, and he is the director and founder of the AIDS Games, and I'm going to pass the mic to him and let him tell us a little bit what he does. But before I do that, I want to say he said something that hit me today in a personal way. He said the difference between me and someone else getting the HIV virus is just luck. And that is so true. I mean, sometimes that stigma goes along with someone with HIV and we think, oh, wow, they must have been nasty or they must have been doing this. But really, the only difference was chance.
I am thrilled that you even said that. What we do as an organization is inspire people to understand that HIV can be defeated in many different ways. And inspiration is one of the biggest ones. By doing it through athletics is just a different way to inspire people because they're going to come there to have fun, they're going to come there to enjoy themselves, but then they're going to get educated at the same time.
Let's think about this. We have all these people here in Miami-Dade County, and we have a lot of minority youth here in attendance today, and it was absolutely inspirational to see them all here and participating. And one thing that I took away from that is that you seem to be a leader that is holding our young men and our young women accountable.
I believe it was a we thing. My organization, what we did was we made sure that we got together with a lot of youth in order to let them know that they need to be a part of this.
Right.
Because in order for us to lead the youth, we have to have them there.
I always wanted to do this. All right, everyone, look to your neighbor and say, neighbor, neighbor, how you doing? How you doing?
And I am back here at the AIDS Games press conference, and I am with the beautiful Honey Rose. And I would like to know first, what inspired you to get involved with the AIDS Games?
Well, I just grown to realize my position, and I just really enjoy just hitting the youth, talking to the youth about. I have a 3-year-old niece, I have a 5-year-old nephew, and I have a 16-year-old sister, and I love them to death. And I just want to be there for them as much as I want to be for everybody else. And this organization really giving me the opportunity to be able to make a difference and to speak to the youth and educate them about something that I wasn't really educated about too much when I was their age.
So tell me, what exactly will be your role with the AIDS Games?
Well, I'm the fashion director of AIDS Games.
Of course.
What I'll be doing, I will be influencing the youth with fashion, but I will be influencing them about AIDS and spreading awareness through the fashion world. We'll be having fashion shows, we'll be having charity works, and my supermodels are regular people. They're not what supermodels is called, on Vogue or on a runway show on Victoria's Secret. No. AIDS don't see gender, so neither do I.
I'm here with Katarina Rosenblatt, and she is here to talk about the organization that she represents, and she is a trafficking survivor.
Hi, thank you so much. I have a program called There's Hope for Me, and we work with kids that have been trafficked here domestically. We go into the group homes, jails, public schools, just like this wonderful organization. I had an opportunity to speak with about 20 high school students in Broward County about the risks of trafficking here domestically. And so our program is from survivors to survivors. We mentor trafficked victims here and help empower them to overcome what they've gone through and assist other kids to come out of the darkness with us.
I was wondering about what percentage do you think of runaway girls are actually not runaways, but they are victims of sex trafficking?
That's a great question. 7 out of 8 girls have not been runaways. They are going back to their homes and their families, and many times their families are not aware of the challenges that they've had to endure and what brought them to become incarcerated.
I am here with Miss Iceland Kate, and she is actually from the beautiful Bahamas. So I'm going to pass it over to her and let her tell us a little bit about what her organization does and how they are trying to spread this AIDS Games to be something that's an international project.
Yes, I'm with the Sunbeam Club of the Bahamas, and our whole focus is to network with other organizations, teaming up to win.
We need to get on board and understand today, this is so appropriate. Today is National HIV Testing Day, June 27th. And so this is a national day of observance, but for the Black community, every day should be HIV Testing Day. It's very important that we know our HIV status. Once we know our status, then it's extremely important that we get into care and we're treated for HIV infection so that we can reduce the likelihood that we will transmit HIV to another individual.
My name is George Sandy Jr. I write songs and stuff, and I like to be a part of good causes. This is a beautiful cause. If anything, give yourselves a round of applause for being a part of it. Pick up all your pieces, put you back together, wrap my arms around you, baby, and I promise I'll be different. No, I'll never change.
All right, I'm here with George Tandy Jr. And earlier I was serenaded, as the whole crowd was, by the lovely sounds. And I was super impressed. I was getting like a music soul child / Maxwell / everything, like a neo soul vibe from you. Tell me, I know you're an individual, but tell us what inspired you to get involved with the AIDS Games this year?
Oh, well, Dev, he's a good friend of mine. I saw him perform at some local poetry venues and stuff like that. And I just like the spirit behind it, He's very pure and he's adamant about educating young people. And I've been involved. I'm in a family of 6 and I'm the oldest. So I know how it is to try to get through the thick skull into the brain and the heart of youth, you know what I'm saying? So to put together something like this and to be able to also do what I love at the same time, it's incredible, That's what it is.
Well, I think it's beautiful that you would take time out of your busy schedule to come here and help with the youth, and we need more of our artists in the community to do that. I think that if we had more of that support, then we could, because girls probably like him, so if a girl sees him doing that and she tells all her friends, and then that's how we move it on the internet, like you were saying earlier. The internet is huge, and I think the more support we draw from people like you, we'll be able to spread the word faster.
Yes, brother. Stepping up. 1, 2, 3. It ends with me. Would you say it, brother? 1, 2, 3. It ends with me. I need you to stand right here. And I need you to turn around and face the audience. Come up closer. Yeah. And on the count of 3, I need you to say it ends with me. All right? But you gotta say it to them, okay? 1, 2, 3. It ends with me.
It